Pakistan is in a big mess, and all because the United Nations has confirmed that Dawood Ibrahim is a state guest of Pakistan. And on that, on the debate tonight, if I can have them on the screen up there, please. I have with me on the News Hour debate tonight from Pakistan, Mr. Jan Achaksai, leader of the PMLN, Ahmad Raza Kasuri of the All Pakistan Muslim League, Professor Ms. Talat Wizarat, Professor of International Relations at the Center for Applied and Policy Studies from Karachi, and with her also is Brigadier Haris Nawaz. Now, from the Indian side, G. Parthasarathy, former High Commissioner to Pakistan, RSN Singh, formerly RAW, Maruf Raza. This is what has happened. 700 meters from the Russian consulate, 1 kilometer from a police station, 2 kilometers from a Chinese consulate, and that's only 2 residences. That is exactly how protected is Dawood Ibrahim is while living in the heart of Karachi, now validated by the United Nations.
The News Hour debate begins in 3 minutes. His presence in Karachi is Pakistan's worst kept secret. And now, United Nations has embarrassed Islamabad like never before. The UN Security Council's Al-Qaeda Sanctions Committee found 3 locations in Pakistan as the addresses of underworld Don Dawood Ibrahim, some of which have been identified by Indian authorities.
Now has accessed a copy of the Dawood dossier, which was shared by India to Pakistan. While the United Nations has struck down 3 of the addresses from this dossier, it has validated one crucial address which figures in this dossier. While this dossier not only talks about Dawood's addresses, it also talks about the details of his siblings, the passports which was given to Dawood by Pakistan, and also the entire detail of the crime network of 11 of his associates.
उनका 6 ठिकाने भी पाकिस्तान में दाऊद इब्राहिम बनाए हुए हैं और प्रेजेंट टाइम में इस वक्त पाकिस्तान में मौजूद है।
भारत सरकार को पता है इसे।
Pakistan has consistently maintained that Dawood Ibrahim is not in their country. But now, after the UN panel's confirmation, the Nawaz Sharif government has a lot to answer.
People like Dawood Ibrahim, Maulana Masood Azhar, Hafiz Saeed and many other terrorists who find protection of ISI and military establishment of Pakistan should be handed over to India.
India's dossier to Pakistan came months after Times Now tracked down Dawood's Karachi phone number, which was answered by his wife.
हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
हेलो वालेकुम अस्सलाम, क्या मैं मैजिबीन शेख से बात कर रहा हूँ?
जी
मैडम, आप कराची से बोल रहे हैं?
जी आप कौन?
जी मैडम, मुझे बस पूछना था, आप मिस्टर दाऊद इब्राहिम की बीवी हैं?
जी बस वो है।
The underworld Don for decades has enjoyed shelter in Pakistan. After the UN panel confirmation, will Pakistan extradite Dawood and bring him to justice? Bureau Report, Times Now. You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
I want Jan Achaksai from the PMLN to open up the debate. Mr. Achaksai, the United Nations has some validity for Pakistan, I presume, because every time you keep going crying to the United Nations over everything, that happens in Pakistan. I think tomorrow, if there's, the weather's bad in Pakistan, you're going to go crying to the United Nations. You've tried your best to internationalize Kashmir, everything. You just keep going to the UN. Now, the UN has said, the same UN has said that Dawood Ibrahim is your guest. The address, White House near Saudi Mosque, Clifton. House number 37, 30th Street, Defense Housing Authority, Karachi, Pakistan. Palatial bungalow in the hilly area of Nooriabad in Karachi. Now what happens, Mr. Achakzai, is that you've been nailed because 2 out of these 3 addresses also feature in the dossier that India has compiled to prove Dawood's presence in your country. The United Nations retains these addresses. In other words, the United Nations validates India's claims. You understand, Mr. Achakzai? You've been nailed on Dawood.
Mr. Swami, can I? Okay.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, this is typical Indian narrative based on lies that the dossier presented to the UN, and it is typically alleged Pakistan and malign Pakistan for all the bad that is happening in Kashmir and the rest of India.
Kashmir?
So simply, there is no take.
Where did Kashmir come from?
In Pakistan. We have nothing to do with Dawood. He's an Indian national. That is what you love to blame Pakistan. But you know, the world is not buying the Indian narrative on terrorism, on sponsorship of terrorism in Kashmir, on operation in Kashmir. This is why you have lodged sedition against Amnesty International, because simply we have shown up the mirror to India that what is going on in Kashmir is simply you want to divert attention to by blaming Pakistan, by raising Balochistan, by raising Dawood issue. This is typical Indian sponsored narrative promoted by your media.
Right. Mr. Achakzai, sincerely from the bottom of my heart, congratulations for your spirited attempt at deflecting the debate. I thought you would next tell me about the kind of plants you are growing in the botanical garden in Karachi. My question was about Dawood. What are you talking about? Answer on Dawood. Answer on Dawood.
All propaganda, and I don't take propaganda seriously.
This is United Nations. What propaganda?
Lies. That is what the narrative of India
United
is.
Nations.
This is why the world is not buying.
United Nations. United Nations.
You've been telling lies. To
United Nations press release.
Supporting Pakistan and Kashmir.
UN press release and sanctions.
Send a letter to Pakistan.
UN press release and sanctions.
For fact-finding mission. That's what the UN has said.
Sir,
that is what the world is saying.
I don't get it.
Have been exposed every time you blame Pakistan.
I don't understand. You see, Ahmad Raza Kasuri hopefully will be a little bit more, reasonable. Ahmad Raza Kasuri, please try. There's a UN press release and sanctions apart. We have compiled 3 other addresses where this fellow Dawood Ibrahim opts in and out. Moin Palace, 2nd floor near Abdullah Shah Ghazi Dargah, Karachi. Second, new residence purchased for him is Shireen Jinnah Colony near Ziauddin Hospital, Clifton, Karachi. This accommodation has been purchased in September 2013, is located near Ziauddin Hospital, where medical treatment can be provided to him wherever required. It is close to where Bilawal Zardari stays. Third, Mehjabeen Sheikh, wife of Dawood Ibrahim, DC 13, Block 4, Karachi Development Authority, SCH 5, Clifton, Karachi. And finally, Margala Road, P6/2, street number 22, house number 29, Islamabad. After all of this, you've got nowhere to hide at this man now. What do you think? He's a gold mine? That you're going to hang on to him? It establishes that he's your guest in Pakistan. And Mr. Kasuri, answer the question, because it's something that has been said by the United Nations, not by Raw. The United Nations has said it. You have to listen to it. Unless you want to become a rogue state, you have to take it with some seriousness. Yes, Mr. Kasuri, please, and then we'll open up the debate. Yeah, thank you.
Arnab, I live on the Magla Road from last 35 years or so.
Okay.
And I'm
not surprised.
I have never heard.
I'm not surprised.
I have never heard that any person.
Why am I not surprised?
Dawood Ibrahim is living on Magla Road.
Then why don't you go to P6/2, street number 22, house number 29?
I categorically deny. You are making a blatant lie. Your program is sponsored by Raw, and you are a very fine
Mr. Parthasarathy.
I congratulate you for conducting a raw-sponsored and raw-organized show.
I'm asking
Let me
you,
tell you that you,
Mr.
all these
Kasuri,
shows are
Mr. Kasuri, why do you want to compliment me so much?
Ask United Nations, what about the UN resolution of 1948?
There you are.
UN resolution of 5th of January 1951 and scores of other. What about them?
But you go crying to UN.
By United Nations.
But you go crying to the UN every time.
But you are
No, you are the people.
Right of plebiscite to the people of Kashmir.
Sir, listen to me, Mr. Kasuri. Mr. Kasuri. Mr. Kasuri.
Democracy.
Mr. Kasuri, it seems to me tonight.
Wilson, who gave this concept.
Mr. Kasuri. Mr. Kasuri, I'll get Partha to respond to you.
Inalienable right
Mr.
to
Kasuri.
decide its own future. If every nation has a right to decide its own future, why can't the Kashmiris have the right to decide their future?
Okay.
You see, this Kashmir is a unfinished agenda of the partition of the subcontinent.
You really are paranoid.
Decided under the
same old line.
1947 Independence
RSN.
Act, which was passed by the British Parliament.
RSN on the debate. RSN on the debate. I think we need to start the debate right now. And sir, listen to me, Mr. Kasuri. Mr. Kasuri. Mr. Kasuri.
What a brilliant equation.
Mr. Kasuri.
So on these
what a brilliant equation. Dawood is equal to Kashmir.
Part of Pakistan. It
No,
is contiguous
I know, Mr. Kasuri,
majority Muslim population. We have got a
Mr. Kasuri.
hydraulic university.
I don't think
I'm not at all surprised by your deniability, sir.
You are
Deniability.
illegal occupation.
Deniability is a very important facet of proxy war.
Tomorrow the Kashmiri will decide.
So therefore I am not at all surprised.
You are occupying.
But what has happened? What has happened today is that an international agency, the UNO, has verified, it has approved the veracity of Indian inputs.
And to write about the
and therefore
what are happening there and scores.
We are in a position to circumscribe you
over 100 people
diplomatically and by every other means.
The killing of Burhan Wani, over 100 people have been killed. All the people in Kashmir,
Mr. Kasuri,
you are demanding
now the next
for their
step after
independence,
this would
and
be
you
that
are
India should
trying
take up with the UN
to organize this kind of
that you are declared a
program
terrorist state.
in order to put
The next logical step should be that there should be economic sanctions on your country.
People of Kashmir.
So therefore,
what are you talking
Mr. Kasuri, please stop.
There's no such character like Ibrahim.
Huge number of possibilities.
RSN.
I categorically deny.
RSN 1 minute. RSN 1 minute. Mr. Kasuri, can I say something to you? We have a singer in India. Mr. Kasuri. Mr. Kasuri, we have a singer in India called Shankar Mahadevan. He sang a song called Breathless, in which he sang for a long time without pausing to take a breath. I think you are going to give him good competition tonight. Listen to me, please, Mr. Achak Zai. Please understand. A man like Osama bin Laden.
We have got an Indian spy in our custody.
Mr. Achak Zai.
Do you want his address?
Mr. Achak
Would you
Zai.
like to know?
What was Osama's address?
We have got a smoking gun.
What was Osama's address?
Proof.
What was Osama's address?
Dossier.
What was Osama's address?
You are serving.
What was the address of Osama bin Laden?
In our custody.
Mr. Achak Zai.
We want to know.
Mr. Achak Zai.
We want to know.
Mr.
Do you have any answer for him?
Mr. Achak
Would
Zai.
you like to answer?
You can hear me. I think the line to Islamabad is absolutely clear.
Why
Mr. Achak Zai.
have in his custody?
Mr. Achak Zai.
That is called Gulbashan Yadav.
Mr. Achak Zai, what was
about your countryman?
What was Osama's
your
address?
Fellow countryman.
What was Osama's address? What was Osama's address?
100 more people have been arrested.
Okay.
His colleagues. That is not a dossier. That's the fact
in the
of life.
killing of dozens of innocent Pakistani travelers who had gone to Delhi.
I think I'll get G. Partha.
Samjhota Express. Please hand over Colonel Pro to us. Kindly hand over Colonel Pro to us. We would like to try him in Pakistan. Why don't you hand over Colonel Pro to us, who was directly responsible in the killing of dozens of innocent Pakistani who were traveling on Samjhota Express? Why don't you hand over to the
Sir, please check your facts.
Okay, RSN.
Please, sir, please check your facts.
Do you want to answer?
David Headley, who was educated, who did his schooling and his education in your country,
His Moroccan wife, Fawzia Utala, went
Do
to
you
the
want
US
any
embassy
proof?
and said
We
that
have
her
our
husband
custody, a
was
live man in
responsible
our
for Samjhauta
custody.
blast.
Your Indian,
Please read the
Indian
report of US Treasury
India
have left your
Department, which
countrymen
clearly says
languishing in our
that
Okay, okay, tell me.
India is a-
Karachi-based
why he was in
businessmen
Balochistan.
are
India is a
Why he
terrorist.
was here in Pakistan.
India is a terrorist state.
is a man
India
who
is a
So,
terrorist
how
state
come
headed by a
operation
terrorist prime
of
minister.
Samjhauta
Mr.
blast,
Modi's
sir.
hands are
Please check the
drenching
facts,
in the
and I want
blood
this
of
to be
the
taken to the UN. This Samjhauta thing, so that everything is put in black and white. You cannot get away.
You see the
with this Samjhauta thing. You are repeating time and again.
You see,
I'm telling you the facts.
You see today, I'm only quoting the United Nations today. My request is to let G. Parthasarathy come into the debate. Maruf is still to come in, and Professor Talat
All the
Wizarat,
labor
Professor,
can't do that
sir,
to
please don't,
Pakistan.
sir, listen to
Don't
me.
think that
Sir, listen, I know
Pakistan
you are getting
we
more worked up about this than you are about
2016.
1971.
We are a nuclear power.
Sir,
We have
you
got,
cannot-
You see, missile technology.
God.
We have got long-term and short range and long-range missile which can carry nuclear weapons.
Why do you get
so
these
don't
guys here?
dare
Why do you
look
get
at us. Don't dare. See, and don't take it from us that we are 1971. That time is over. You can't bully Pakistan. You can't bully Pakistan. We are a sovereign state
Okay.
of 2,000 people, 200 million people.
You are
200
not
million
being
people
brought up to play
who
with
have
toys,
to respect
sir.
Pakistan's sovereignty. We are a
Listen,
bridge
toys?
between Central Asia, Middle East and South Asia, and we have that importance.
think G.
And the whole world recognize that importance.
Okay.
We are going to have Chinese investment worth $46 billion.
This is total
CPAC,
juvenile
you are trying to
delinquency,
destroy
sir.
that deal. You have a special cell in RAW to create hurdle in the implementation of CPAC. You have a special cell to destabilize
I think I'll get G. Partha into the debate. Let's have a little serious debate out here.
We will not
Sir, I'm telling you, Mr. Kasuri, I'll complete your statement. Mr. Kasuri, you are a nuclear missile by yourself. Please listen to me now. I want G. Partha to come into the debate. Partha, the implications of two of these addresses being ratified by the United Nations, please, can you put it in perspective?
Mr. Kasuri, I've been quiet. I've listened to you. I'm sure you will return the courtesy to somebody who has enjoyed the courtesy of Pakistanis for 5.5 years in your country. The fact of the matter is we are talking about a UN press release that we gave them 9 addresses where we believe Dawood was staying. In writing, the UN has confirmed 6 of these addresses. The 7th I have my doubts about because it is Maliha Lodi's residence. She could well have rented it out, but Maliha is a good friend of mine. Now, the fact of the matter is, Dawood is an internationally declared terrorist. That's the US designation, and followed up by the UN. I have driven past his house
Indian naval
in the
officer.
Defense Housing Society.
He is in Pakistan. He is in our custody. He is destabilizing Balochistan. Would you cater to? Would you bother?
I'll come to Balochistan. I'll come to Balochistan. I will come to Balochistan, sir.
That is the problem.
Please give me, please, I will come to Balochistan.
The guy was
I will come to Balochistan.
He is in our custody.
Please let me come to Balochistan.
And here you have
I didn't interrupt you.
somebody who is a
I didn't interrupt you.
Dawood Ibrahim.
Okay.
And you
I didn't interrupt you.
What you have is a false dossier.
Look, I didn't interrupt you. Let me complete on Balochistan.
Because
you have raised a question on Balochistan.
By your intelligence.
Okay, let
me answer.
Agencies.
Sir, Mr. Achakzai, do not forget, the man we are talking about is the mastermind of the Mumbai serial blast on May 12th, 1993 that killed 257 people with ISI connivance, and he is now in Pakistan enjoying the view of the sea in Clifton. You need to understand what happened in the 130 minutes. He is sanctioned by the United Nations as having links with the Al-Qaeda, Osama bin Laden and the Taliban. He's on the wanted list of individuals having links with the Al-Qaeda by the United Nations. He's declared a terror supporter by the US State Department in 2003. You have to be an absolute rogue and shameless terrorist state to be arguing on his behalf of the News Hour tonight.
Just the Indian false narrative.
May I raise a query?
And let G. Partha complete his point.
Mr. Achakzai, I did not raise Baluchistan.
We can
I did not
have a debate, or we can shout at each other.
Listen, I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you.
That's your choice.
Listen. No, Mr. Achakzai, you raised Baluchistan. Now, I want to ask you a simple question. Do you respect the word of the Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah? Do you? Do you respect his word?
It was absolutely clear. Even
absolutely. All right. Now let me go one step. Let me go one step further. Let me go one step further. This is Pakistani documents. On the 4th of August 1947, Governor General Designate Mr. Jinnah's office issued a statement saying that the Khan of Kalat would be granted independence on the 5th of August, and that an agreement to this effect would be signed the same evening. On the 5th of August, on the 4th, please. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. Listen to me. It is your Muhammad Ali Jinnah. He said this. He said this. On the same day, an agreement was signed between the Dominion of Pakistan and the Khan of Kalat. Look, please, you are interrupting me. You are interrupting me. Let me complete. There was an agreement signed between the Khan of Kalat and the Dominion of Pakistan in which Jinnah said, you recognize the independence of Kalat and that it will conduct its own foreign relations. So I feel very strongly about the rights of the Baluchis. They were usurped by you.
Okay.
Jinnah promised them independence.
Kashmir.
Jinnah promised them independence.
The UN has said it.
You took it over illegally.
There are.
You took it over illegally.
Indian troops.
You took it over illegally. Why did Jinnah on 4th of August sign an agreement?
Okay, we are going off track. We are going off track. But we are going off track. On the issue, I would like to ask Professor Wizarat.
Let me complete to Dawood. Dawood is
okay. You speak and Ms. Wizarat and Haris Nawaz will respond. Can we have them? Please?
I will allow our Pakistani guests.
Please. Now I think I allow the Pakistani guests. I'll allow the guests from Karachi in, please.
Do not lecture Pakistan on human rights. Do not teach democracy to Nepal. Do not teach good values, human rights values.
Mr. Haris, Brigadier Nawaz, I am also very keen that you come into the debate. I assure you it is not because of any reasons for want of trying, but Mr. Achakzai is participating quite enthusiastically in the debate. Haris Nawaz and Professor Wizarat, you understand today the ignominy that you are in. The United Nations has said that after Osama bin Laden, you are giving patronage and a safe haven to Dawood Ibrahim, a person associated with the Islamic State and the Al-Qaeda. You have to take it seriously. You have no choice, Ms. Wizarat and Brigadier Haris Nawaz, to take it seriously. You can't make it a matter of prestige out here. It's the same United Nations you go crying to, as I said. Ms. Wizarat and Brigadier Haris Nawaz. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Now, and tell us why you are giving him such hospitality.
I think the United States and everybody, even the allied troops commander in Afghanistan, they said that Pakistan did not know about the presence of Osama bin Laden, and that was proved later on. So that
I think Partha, that's a good joke. That's a good joke. That's a good joke.
And then the point is that about this Mr. Dawood you're talking about, you are showing the picture of Dubai. I think he had a marriage of his daughter in Dubai. He was present there. Why didn't the Indians have the guts to go and arrest him there? Because he has been living for quite some time. Your international media was there. Your entire international Indian media was there. You knew that is happening. He is there.
Mr. Nawaz.
Why didn't you have the guts to go and arrest him?
Mr. Nawaz.
Another point.
Mr. Nawaz, Dawood Ibrahim.
He has been in South Africa, all over the world. and you people have never raised question. It's just question of Pakistan bashing.
No,
because you want that Pakistan diversion from Kashmir, then Balochistan, whatever is happening, should be gained at this point, should be given here. And again,
the Westerners are concerned because Dawood Ibrahim is a part of the biggest drug network, narcotics network.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, nobody is excited. At least I am not excited about this latest disclosures from the UN or latest UN position.
23 years.
The Americans have come around, or the Westerners have come around in this.
What happened to Babri Masjid? What happened to Gujarat?
Because there is a congruency of interest. The congruency of interest between India and Pakistan is
you are making a bargaining
with terrorist activities have now started impacting on the West.
Warlord.
All that opium that is smuggled through Afghanistan, it is smuggled to Dawood's network. So much so that his nephew, Sohail Kaskar, was arrested in US few months back. And you know what he was trying to do? He was trying to sell these drugs and use that money to buy surface-to-air missiles for an underground Colombian revolutionary organization. That is the terrorism.
Haris Nawaz, I'd like Professor Ms. Wizarat to come in.
Therefore, there is a congruency of
RSN, Professor Wizarat. Professor Wizarat and Maruf Raza, please, 1 second. Professor Wizarat, you know what happens in circumstances like this.
I just wanted to say,
Ms. Wizarat, can I just make an observation here before you come?
It's very good to hear that.
Yeah, Mr. Wizarat, I just want to tell you.
It's very good to hear that India has suddenly realized the importance of United Nations role. And I hope that they are going to give as much importance to the resolutions passed by United Nations on Kashmir issue. India is certainly giving a lot of attention to this confirmation,
okay, now,
whatever you call that,
Ms. Wizarat,
of address.
Ms. Wizarat, the 1948, I don't want to keep repeating this, but I say this to every Pakistani panelist nowadays. The discussion is not on Kashmir, it's on Dawood, but as far as Kashmir is concerned, 1948 UN Security Council Resolution 47 adopted by the UN Commission on Kashmir, UNCIP, with the consent and approval of the governments of India and Pakistan, provided for a UN supervised plebiscite to determine the future of political and constitutional status of Jammu and Kashmir, recommended that in order to have impartiality, Pakistan must remove its forces, right, from all portions of Kashmir which are unfortunately under your control. Also, secondly, the UN resolution is non-mandatory in nature. You know what Kofi Annan has said, and you know that, exactly the history of that. Let's not go there. On the issue of Dawood, Ms. Wizarat, I'm asking you, on the issue of Dawood, Ms. Wizarat, I'm asking you.
Why are we paying so much attention to what the UN has said about Ibrahim?
No, because Ms. Wizarat, for the simple reason that we take the UN seriously. The UN said that you first withdraw all your troops, then we'll have a plebiscite. Simple. So we take it seriously. I'm asking you, you know what happened in the case of Osama bin Laden. You were globally you were the laughing stock, Ms. Wizarat, for a long time. Do you want India? Or do you want a global force? Or do you want a global anti-terror force? Can I not be interrupted, please, for a minute, Mr. Achakzai? I'm asking the question to the lady, please, can she answer? Professor Wizarat, please tell me. You didn't listen to America. They took out Osama bin Laden. You thought you could hide him. They went in, they eliminated him, they picked it up. You were embarrassed. You were the global laughing stock. Now tomorrow another global anti-terror group, which may or may not include India, may do the same thing with Dawood. What will you do then?
Actually,
we may do the same thing with Dawood. Then what will you do?
Americans did not know. Americans did not know anything about Osama bin Laden.
Okay.
And Pakistan government also had, I think, very little clue.
Where is Abbottabad? No. Where is Abbottabad? Is Abbottabad in Russia? Is Abbottabad in Russia?
The Americans accept that Pakistan government did not.
But why are you doing this? But ma'am, why are you doing this? You must cooperate. You have to cooperate. Maruf, you have to cooperate. Now the UN has given the addresses out. You have to fall in line. You have no choice. Let's get Maruf into the debate.
We want, all right, Mr. Arnab, if we claim
Professor,
that we want to arrest the people who blew up the train, will you hand them over to us? Then we can go hunt all over the world and find Ibrahim Dawood for you.
You know, unlike you, India does not live in denial when it comes to Samjhauta and acts against all the accused, even if it was seen by some people to be politically inconvenient. The Samjhauta blast case is under investigation and trial. The NIA has filed the charge sheet. We act on the law. I am asking you about Dawood. Please tell me, Maruf, tell me, Dawood is believed to be sick, to be running a mafia empire. Some people believe he's become a liability for the Pakistani establishment now. Why are they hiding him? Can you explain, or Partha explain, why are the Pakistanis... Okay, Partha, after Maruf, I'll get you in on that. And then let's debate that. Maruf, what do they gain by keeping Dawood? Yeah.
I want to simply ask you one question. What incentive
I'll request to be given just...
incentive?
Arnab, can I request for a minute or so? Then I'll just give you my... because I waited 40 minutes. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Now, what I want to say is that, you know, these are a couple of facts that are known, which are in the public domain. I don't know some of the more details that are available to intelligence agencies and the dossiers, etc., that they've put in. But quite clearly, Dawood Ibrahim, by various accounts and that of the biographer who put together from Dongri to Dubai his life story, is very clearly, very deeply linked with not just the underworld racket, but also at political level with various politicians, and therefore allowing them to get the benefit of a certain amount of illegal trade that happens between India and Karachi and elsewhere. He has a great control over it, and therefore is a financial wizard in his own rights by various accounts, including a review that I read in the Dawn. The second point which we must deliberate further on, that by Mr. Shahryar Khan's own admission some years ago, that Dawood Ibrahim had left Pakistan. That means he was in Pakistan, therefore he had left Pakistan. Now he's been in and out of Pakistan for 23 years. Apparently has 29 passports.
The seriousness of the issue is that we have
Mr. Achakzai,
and you are not want to
Mr. Achakzai,
that is the problem.
Mr. Achakzai,
if I would love to have your view on that.
Mr. Achakzai,
and that is why you are avoiding the question.
Mr. Achakzai,
do we have a smoking
Mr. Achakzai,
yes. I'm really sorry.
Mr. Achakzai, will you shut up and listen to somebody else?
I don't want to listen to the...
I can't understand. Arnab, why do you get these crap heads on your show?
You are a guy in our custody.
I want to talk normally to them, but they just don't allow anybody to speak.
This is why you...
I'm sorry.
Listen.
Mr. Achakzai, you want to debate about Kashmir, or you want to debate about Dawood?
Mr. Achakzai, please, one second, let's not person on the debate. Go back to the subject right now.
You are constantly in a state of denial.
Mr. Achakzai,
and you blabber alone. I don't know why you are invited to these shows. You are an absolute embarrassment, and you are absolutely shallow and facts.
Proxies are no more. You have no proxies.
You just don't. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about Kulbhushan Kharbanda? Let me tell you, you kidnapped him from Shabar. You asked the Iranians. You asked the world. Now you want to talk about Kashmir? Go and read the damn UN resolution. You're a bunch of bloody parrots. You don't know anything, and you just parrot away the line that ISI tells you to parrot. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're a bunch of nincompoops. I don't know why you are on this show.
I'll get the satellite.
Would you please give me one factual correction to what I'm saying? Dawood has 29 passports, out of them more than 11 are of Pakistan. Dawood has been traveling to Africa on a Mali passport. You have allowed him to travel in and out. He runs a business empire from Pakistan. He had fathered the Karachi project against India. He is also used by the Lashkar-e-Toiba.
He is used by other terrorist groups to get inside account and also have given him connectivity to the Indian Mujahideen. Now, can you deny all this? All you want to do is keep blabbering on about Kashmir. Fine. You want to have a debate on Kashmir? Let's have a debate on Kashmir. I'll tell you para, chapter and verse about the Kashmir story. You decide what you want to debate on.
Harris Nawaz